New at 5:30, Broken Arrow Schools has a new way to help students this coming year.
Yes, they are working with Grand Mental Health to put counselors and therapists in some early education classrooms. Fox 23's Alexa Mostrom learned how COVID set some kids back in several ways, including how they interact with others.
As Broken Arrow gets ready for students to return in August, they saw a need in early education classrooms. So this school year, they're partnering with Grand Mental Health and putting behavioral health coaches and therapists in 7 Broken Arrow schools.
It's going to help the students immensely because as our teachers come in and they really are the experts. They're teaching kids their math, reading, and so sometimes as kids are interacting in the classroom, there's struggles, and we're starting to see that happen earlier and younger for our students.
Sharon James with Broken Arrow Schools says they've noticed students struggling in early education. She believes COVID and quarantine are to blame.
We had students developmentally, when they would come to school like at 6th grade, we were seeing 4th grade behaviors, right? Because developmentally where they stopped at the pandemic was really they didn't have any more interaction with their peers. So they didn't continue that growth, right?
Kelsey McCutcheon with Grand Mental Health explains those years of quarantine continue to impact mental health, especially with 4 to 5-year-olds that may be just starting school.
They may have not had as much exposure to social situations where they've had to be away from their parents, right? If they were isolated and quarantined with their families for several years, then gosh, they may have been around mom and dad 24/7.
This year, their coaches and therapists will be teaching kids how to operate without their parents and thrive in a new social setting.
So they will sit with the student and work on behavior modifications in the classroom. So maybe that's asking to use someone else's pencil or pen, or learning to share their toys or whatever it is that they're working on in the school.
She believes this will do great things for the students.
This is an attempt to keep kids in the classroom, right? Our goal is to push in instead of pull out. So we want to make sure that kids stay in the classrooms instead of having to be pulled out because their behaviors are so unmanageable.
Broken Arrow says they're excited about this new service for the students and parents. They believe it will make the students more successful as they work towards graduation. Covering news that matters, I'm Alexa Mostrom, Fox 23 News.